Hi guys, Steph here. What have we got for you today? Well, I'll tell you exactly what we've got for you today. We've got a lovely, handsome Swan Leverless fountain pen. As you can see, it comes in this lovely classic black colour. The material, I believe, is black hard rubber. This is, as we said, the Swan Leverless fountain pen. The model is the L206-20. Now, as we said, as you can see, it comes in this gorgeous classic black colour. One thing that you'll notice for you people that sort of collect or are big fans of the Swan pens is all of a sudden you'll see that the trim on this pen is, well, it's nickel plated trim. Now, a lot of these Swan pens, as we know, they made them in lots of different colours, different trim, different patterns, etc. But this one, quite unusually, has got this, as we said, this nickel plated trim. If I take you to the cap there, to the bottom of the cap, you'll notice it has this quite a thin nickel plated trim. Nickel plated cap ring. And then the very recognisable Swan ball clip to the top of the cap there. As you'll see, to the very top we've got the Swan logo to the top of the clip there, which again is nickel plated. And to the very top you'll see it's got this inlaid button inside the top of the cap there. And if we bring it a little bit closer, I'm hoping you can see there, it's a sort of little button inlaid of a swan. Again, you'll notice this is actually a silver coloured inlaid button, which matches the nickel plated trim to the pen. So a very, very nice combination in my opinion. Now, the size of the pen from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, it's around about 127 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's approximately 11 millimeters in diameter. The date of the pen, well, I'm dating it around about the 1930s. Now, let's show you the barrel imprint, which is lovely and clear on this pen. You'll see to the top there it says Swan Leverless, and then underneath it's got the patent number, and then it says Mabie Todd Co Ltd, made in England, with a Swan logo to the centre. As you can see, a lovely clear imprint. Now, while we show you that, let's take you to the end of the barrel there, and what you'll notice, as we said, it's a leverless pen, and we've got this knurled knob to the end of the barrel there, which is slightly peaked. But again, let's give you a close-up there. Now, one thing which is a little bit unusual about this pen is that normally to the bottom of the barrel, these pens have the model number of the pen. For some reason, rather unusual, this pen does not actually have the model number anywhere on the pen. So a little bit unusual in my opinion, but as we said, there you can see the knurled knob to the bottom of the barrel like so. Now, let's unscrew the cap for you. Let's give the pen a couple of little twirls, show you different angles. I've fully restored the pen, it's got a new sack in it, and again, yes, I know you people like to see it writing. I'm quite interested as well to see how this pen writes, so we'll do your writing sample in a moment. Let's show you the section there. You can see it's got that quite a short section, and also what you'll notice, it has the word Swan actually written on the section itself. And then if we take you to the nib, let's keep it nice and still for you, it's got a Swan No. 2 14 carat Mabie Todd Co Ltd, made in England nib. I don't know if you can actually make it out, but you'll notice that this nib looks quite broad, so it'll be interesting to see how the pen actually writes. Let's give you another angle and then give you a little sideways view like so, and then show you the feed underneath. You can see it's got the very recognisable Swan comb feed underneath, all nice and clean as you'd expect it. So all in all, an absolutely beautiful pen in excellent condition. Again, it'll be interesting to see how it writes, because let's try and keep it nice and still for you. I don't know if you can actually make that out. It's got quite a broad nib on this one, so that'll be interesting. All in all, the pen is a lovely size. It's not small, it's not a large pen. The section on these are very comfortable to hold and very comfortable to write with. But a Swan leverless pen, you'll notice there's no lever, so how do we actually fill the pen? I've actually told you on numerous other videos, but again, for you people that have not actually watched them videos, what we do, we simply turn the knob to the end there, and in turn what happens is a bar inside actually turns, it catches onto the sack inside, and in effect it actually twists the sack inside, and then once we actually screw it, says he, screw it back home like so, the bar goes into the resting position, if you like, and in effect what happens is the sack then opens out into its original shape, and in turn it takes in the ink into the sack. So it's actually a sort of a twisting mechanism with this bar inside the pen. So let's bring on some ink. Let me just get some tissue. Not very prepared for some reason again. So let's dip the nib into the ink and twist on the knob at the end of the barrel. Okay, just give it a couple of seconds. You can actually leave it in for quite a bit longer. It's only for a writing sample. So let's pop the ink to one side. And again, as with all the pens, first time it's been written with since I've restored it. As I say, it's got quite a broad nib, so it'll be interesting to see how it writes, because another thing about the Swan pens, some of the nibs are nice and flexible. So, well, let's do some writing. So what we have is a Swan leverless pen. As we said, we're dating around about the 1930s. As you'd expect, it's writing very nicely, and I would say, I don't know, has it got an oblique nib? It's got some nice variation. On the downward stroke we're getting quite a broad line. There we go. So there is a little bit of variation in the line. As we said, it's got a Swan No2 nib, which is the correct nib for this pen. And let's do some figure of eights to see if we can create the line variation. And there we have it. Look at that, a lovely bit of variation. So it's writing, I would say, with a medium line, with a lovely variation in the line, maybe a little bit on the oblique side, but as you can see, if we put a little bit of pressure on the downward stroke, we're getting a lovely variation in line and a lovely wet writer as well. So lovely writer. Let's pop that to one side. Let's pop the cap back on, which as you can see twists on, And there we have it, a beautiful, handsome Swan Leverless L206-20 fountain pen from around about the 1930s in beautiful condition. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this pen as much as I enjoy showing you people. Don't be shy, leave a comment below, and have you subscribed? If not, why not? Subscribe now. But for now, I'll just simply say bye bye for now.